Responsibility is taking ownership of what your tasks are and what your duties are at work. So simply, you know what you're supposed to do when you come into your job every day, and you are responsible for getting that done.
It's very important. I mean, we're working on life-saving equipment, and if a customer doesn't have that equipment, it could be really dangerous.
In our business, people that we serve save lives and properties every day and need to be able to respond within a second. And there's no schedules or times for those events that happen.
If we go in there and do some work to the pump, per se, and we don't quite do it quite right, and we send it out without testing it, and it doesn't operate or doesn't work, that's when life or death comes into play.
We have to make sure that we are taking responsibility for our actions and maybe for our mistakes, because these mistakes can be huge for patient safety.
When you're assigned a task, it's important that I know that the employee is going to be able to get that task done. As I get a trust with that employee, I may give them more important tasks to do, bigger tasks. It may lead to a promotion of that person when you can see they're dependable and they're able to do a job with little or no oversight.
We work on airplane parts, so if the airplane parts, causes the airplane to crash, a lot of people die. So I think that you have to be responsible for what you do.
We all have responsibilities. Responsibilities as in reading your documents, reading your blueprint, going by your procedures.
We actually have a system here that anybody that touches any part, our system knows who it is and when they touch the last touch and everything. So it's important that, you be responsible for what you do, because if you don't do it right, we're gonna know.
The importance of responsibility in my job myself as a training tech is making sure everyone out on the floor is getting the training that they need. So I'm responsible for going out, making sure they know what they're doing, they're getting what they need from their trainer.
A lot of our production is around quick-moving equipment, and I need people to understand the rules and hold themselves accountable. If they aren't responsible in how they behave, there's a chance that they're gonna get hurt at work, and that could have some dire consequences for the rest of their life.
We put out a product that goes to a consumer. They expect to get a good quality product, and you are the person who's responsible for them. Has to be quality, and if not, you're going to ruin the reputation of a good brand name, which is Kraft Heinz.
We put a lot of delegation on each of our team members from all levels, from boots on the ground to the managers to our VPs. And so they're responsible for their job role and making sure the job gets done.
We're responsible for a lot of different things. We work with a lot of different government agencies that have sanctions and laws and requirements. So being responsible and conscious about how we're taking care of our issues and that we're making sure to take care of people in a capacity of which they're wanting to be.
And if we're not responsible enough to finish the job, especially when we say we're going to finish the job at Zimmer Brothers, the work won't be there for the company to provide.
One thing that we really push around here, being honest. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And people respect that. When you can look somebody in the eye and say, hey, I dropped the ball. Our job as upper management at Zimmer Brothers is to create better people, create better human beings, create happy people. Happy people are profitable people.
Finley Fire is a family-based company. We sell and service fire equipment from rescue tools to fire trucks.
We do major repair work of all makes, models, brands, types of fire equipment, fire apparatus. We also sell ambulances to the EMS industry, all emergency response equipment.
Pretty much anything that goes on a fire truck or has to do with firefighting.
Finley Fire is pretty broad as far as opportunities, from the office personnel, service techs out on the highway.
We have sales reps here. We have accounts payable, accounts receivable, customer service, administrators.
Well, it is one of the bigger businesses around the area where you can actually get a full-time steady job.
I had several jobs growing up. Started out in my career delivering newspapers, and I learned responsibility with that. I learned dependability. I learned punctuality. That was all very important. In high school, I started working for my father at Finley Fire, and I started putting couplings on fire hose. I also worked in mechanics and service and parts, shipping, receiving, and worked my way through about every job within the company.
I started here when I was 18 years old out of a program in high school where I come half a day. And then when I graduated high school, they hired me here full time. I've been here for 21 years. So I worked my way up from the bottom to the service manager role here.
I actually started out in accounts payables. Probably 10 years into the job is when I started doing the customer service and working with all of the technicians, and we've just grown from having about 10 to 12 technicians to now we have, I think, roughly 25 technicians in Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio.
I guess the reason to be proud to be an employee of Findlay Fire, it's a family business with family values. When you see a truck you just made some repairs to on the news or something, you say, hey, that's one of our trucks that just saved someone's life.
My husband, his father, and his grandfather have all been in the service of fire. Both of my sons are in the fire service. So I guess it helps me be able to give back to those people that respond for us every single day.
Proud to be an employee of Findlay Fire because of what we do and what we serve to our constituents, our customers. They're very respected in their communities wherever they're at because they're saving lives and properties. They all are after the same thing, to help people that live within their communities and help try to make it a better and safer place to live.